that. Yeah. My hair is tangly as fuck. My hair is tangly. What?
I didn't know you went on to a stream.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a stream. Howdy, y'all. How's life? Busy. Why is DP closed? I think it might have something to do with the fact that we're doing a 24-hour show on starting like tomorrow at midnight. It's a Wednesday at the stroke of midnight. We couldn't do the show Monday because of scheduling conflicts. We were gonna do it Tuesday, but then we started to think about it. We were like, okay, so we do the show Tuesday. We finish up at around 10:30 our time. We go home. Make a bowl of ramen, I guess, and then go back to the studio and do a 24-hour show. Like, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do the entire 24-hour show, but I don't know if I could do like 2 shows. So anyway, yeah. So we'll be doing the big, giant, insane 24-hour marathon show. And then Friday we'll have another show as well. What do you think of the right demonizing the liberal Hollywood elite? I mean, they're used as a scapegoat, but I mean, Hollywood is kind of a fucking cesspool, so you can't get too mad at them flinging shit at Hollywood. I don't have the same problems with Hollywood that the right wing does, but I'm not a big fan of 99% of what they're doing. Would you and TJ be open to reviewing Batman v Superman on TJ and Paul? Yeah, I mean, maybe. It would be oh man. I've been trying to avoid seeing that film. So I guess, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen parts, like scenes from it and shit, but that would probably be a good one. I look more and more like Karl Marx. Cool. I did not see Sargon on Joe Rogan, no. Just wondering whatever happened to the hypothesis segment that you guys did for a bit. With the way that YouTube actually punishes us for uploading more content on a more regular basis, coupled with the fact that we basically get no ads, hypothesis is on a short hiatus until we can kind of like figure out whether or not it's smart for us to continue doing it or not. Ugh, it's just stupid. I wouldn't say that Green Room was a boring movie. The problems that I had with it were all kind of plot contrivances. Like I said, I thought that the acting was pretty good. The dialogue's good. There's some genuinely scary fucking shit. Gory type of horror movie-esque stuff. There's some good action sequences. There was, there's some worthwhile shit there. It's just got this kind of big piercing problem. If you're willing to set that apart, Big Trouble in Little China or Nightbreed, I've seen them both. I'll probably do reviews of at least Nightbreed. Because Nightbreed is one of those fucking 80s horror movie gems that just kind of went completely under the radar for a lot of people. It's crazy and silly and stupid, but it's just a fucking whole lot of fun to watch, dude. Like, it's great, dude. I did see Wonder Woman, yeah. I put up a review of it on Cinema for Cynics tonight. It's up. Yeah, I haven't seen the most recent Planet of the Apes movies. I kind of like the direction that they've gone, but I'll have to reserve my judgment on the most recent of them. You should review the Saw series. I don't know, dude. Saw is a waste of time. Yeah, I liked the first Saw movie. I thought had a pretty fun contrivance to it, but after that, I don't know how many times we can believe that this immortal serial killer sets people up in weird traps and shit. It's just... It's not something that you can just do 8 movies of. I'm sorry, it's just not a good enough contrivance. It's good enough to cover a movie or 2. But... yeah, an immortal killer with cancer. I forgot about that. I forgot he gets cancer at some point in the series, and that's a big subplot. What a fucking bunch of shit. He comes back from the fucking dead. Then some fucking other person that you... I remember there was one where, like, the detective investigating him ended up being him or some shit. It's just silly now. I mean, good concept for one film and decent implementation on the one film. You know what I mean? That film was a big hit, so they were bound to make a sequel. And once a film falls into that pattern of sequelitis, it just, like, they're gonna run it into the fucking ground. They'll make their money back and then some on just, you know, DVD rentals from Netflix and shit. I mean, they don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah, Trip. Let's do it, man. Buddy. Let me go grab something to drink. Be right back. Ooh. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Dude, what was his name? Yukon Cornelius? Yeah, dude. Maybe that's who I'm trying to emulate. Yukon Cornelius. What's the best drug movie, in your opinion? Mine is Fear and Loathing. Drug movies. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick one other than Fear and Loathing. I'm a big fan of Up in Smoke, dude. I like that early stoner humor. It's pretty good, dude. I laugh my way through that movie from start to finish still. Blow is okay. I wouldn't put it on the same level as Fear and Loathing. Train Spotting should probably be on that list as well. That Blow, dude. I mean, isn't Scarface technically a drug movie? mean, if we're gonna think about it, I would say Scarface is. I would call it a. I mean, it's a gangster flick, but it's also a drug flick, right? Goodfellas. I mean, that turns it. Yeah. I mean, I guess it turns into a drug movie, but I don't know if it's woven throughout enough to be considered a drug movie. Like Scarface is basically about a dude that becomes a drug kingpin. Like, you know, that's a little different than like the last half of fucking Goodfellas being a drug movie. I guess I guess if I'm gonna allow Scarface, then Goodfellas got to be on there. Requiem for a Dream, yeah. Man, that's a rough movie. That's a hard movie to watch. As a depressive, Requiem for a Dream is one of those movies that, man, I gotta be careful what mood I'm in when I watch it, because that can just bottom out the mood real quick. The Holy Mountain, yeah. I never really watched a Jodorowsky film until that a documentary came out, Jodorowsky's Dune, which I wish they would have allowed him to make, dude. It was this insanely decadent, over-the-top, fucking weird interpretation of the Dune universe. Is the 24-hour show just going to become Highdeology with everyone leaving besides you after a couple hours? Well, we've got a million fucking guests line up, literally a million people. So we're probably only going to get to about 100 of those in the 24 hours. So, I mean, we've got a million on deck. No. It'll probably never just be me by myself. If it is, it'll be for short bursts of time and shit. We've got a lot of guests to spread out over the time. Ben has committed to hanging in there with me. He said he's probably going to have to sleep for a little while, but he'll try and snatch some Z's at a time, where I've got somebody else there with me. I confirmed today that Fancy Badger, dude, is going to join us for a special segment. That'll be fun, dude. The fanciest of badgers. The man, the myth, the legend. I've got a couple of longer videos lined up for us to watch, and I think there's a subreddit thread asking people to throw up some ideas too. So we're definitely not going to be able to pull enough video to cover an entire fucking show. So we'll be doing different stuff. But is Billy booked? I believe he is. Yes. Yes.
Is he gonna be like live, probably?
I believe so. Yeah.
In the studio?
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't throw his pee-pee on me this time, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I would get murdered in a freestyle battle with Billy the Fridge. I wouldn't even step. I wouldn't even step to Billy the Fridge, dude. I wouldn't even try. He would just slaughter me. See, Billy. Not only, Billy can flow, but I mean, I'd do it for the fans. I'd slaughter myself on the sacrificial altar of rap battle for the fans. But like, I don't want to be that dude that's like, hey, Billy, you're that rap guy, right? So you're on a show. Do your rap thing. I don't want to put him on the spot. Like, maybe Billy doesn't want to fucking freestyle. Maybe Billy just wants to come and chill and get drunk and hang out for a while and then peace the fuck out whenever he wants. You know what I mean? The edgy Paul poetry, I have it in my book, dude. I don't know, my book's in here somewhere. The Book of Shame. Dude, Billy gets drunk and passes out, I might steal his donut. I might try and strip that donut, dude. claim it for my own. Take a big old bite out of it and then hang it back around his neck. So now when he appears, he's got to explain to people that Paul's ego took a bite of my donut. Was DP gonna review Star Trek episodes? Yes, I believe that's in the coming up in the future, on demand content stuff. Right up until the midnight hour of your birthday. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff with the fan communities too. Not just putting chat up on the screen. We're gonna go into the Discord and cycle some people in for Q&As, and you know. When Ben kind of posited this whole idea, it was just something he wanted to do for the fans. Like, he thought it would be a cool thing to, celebrate the show going for as long as it has, and overcoming the hurdles that it has, and just kind of a let's all chill and hang out and involve everybody and do a crazy fucking insane 24-hour podcast with a ton of fucking guests and shit. So that's what we intend to pull off. What's the worst thing you've ever done to Brett Keane? Mine would be rounding up a lynch mob that took his Mr. Evolution channel. Oh, dude. Is that fucking edible napalm, dude? I lost track of edible napalm so many years ago because his channels would go down so quick. His channels would just go because he was constantly, like, Brett Keane and he were at each other's throat. Dude, napalm, where are you at now? What's up, dude? Long time no see. Dude, I'm turning into you. Am I wrong? I'm subconsciously turning into edible napalm, dude. Fuck, dude. I gotta go to my YouTube channel and find where napalm is at, man. Yeah. I lost track of him a long time ago. Let's see. Go up in here. Fucking napalm, man. Yeah, dude, he used to burn the manatee's ass, dude. I'm dead serious. Like, out of all the people that burned the manatee's buns, dude, napalm was probably the hottest blowtorch for a long time, dude. Fucking Brett hated napalm with a passion, dude. With a total red hot, unquenchable fucking passion. And dude, napalm was just relentless. You just, like, you never let the manatee get away with a goddamn thing. Yeah, dude. Pimp Monk on the 24-hour show. I believe he's booked. I believe we'll be seeing some Cigarette Fire, dude. There's napalm. Can I get to... Can you, like, visit? Yeah, go to channel. And subscribe. Alright, there we go. Done. Isn't Chris Chan now Christina Chan? Didn't we already do our weird transsexual show for the year? wasn't fucking Copper Cab enough, dude? She is Christina. I don't want to misgender her. Christina Weston Chandler. The Tom girl. Yeah. It's weird to see him as a girl, but whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever makes her happy. See? I'm learning. I'm being trained. What about that Superman show from the early 2000s, Smallville? I remember it. Be honest with you, dude, I've never been much of a TV guy. I always found myself wanting to watch movies if I was going to spend a bunch of time sitting down. It's not saying I didn't watch any TV, but I know a lot of people watch that Smallville shit. I never watched it. Then there was another one, like, wasn't there Lois and Clark, right? I don't think I ever watched that either. I've been listening to Sheryl Crow. Yeah. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Right? Golf ball sized hail. Psst. Whatever, dude. I was on the freeway with hail that big in fucking San Antonio with Ashley and her little sister in the car.
Oh god, I remember that.
We got trapped in this insane fucking hailstorm. We went and ate at that Dick's whatever steak burger.
Yeah.
What's that place called? Freddy's.
Steak burger,
Yeah, we go there and it's like cloudy.
So funny.
It's like cloudy out, and then we get done eating and we're like, it's starting to rain pretty hard. I get on the freeway and it's just like fucking chicken eggs are falling out of the sky. I'm like, what the fuck? Get off the freeway. I eventually had to just pull over to the side of the road for a minute.
Kristen and I were like, oh, this isn't too abnormal.
What the fuck?
And like it happens on occasion.
Yeah, Freddy's has good shakes. Or malts. Do they do malt? I can't remember if it was.
They do both.
Yeah, whatever.
And they have like it's a frozen custard. I just like to get their ice cream cones, honestly.
Yeah. Opinion on Pearl Jam? I don't know. They weren't my favorite, grunge act in the 90s, but I always liked Pearl Jam. I always stopped short of being like a full-blown fan. I don't think I ever bought a Pearl Jam record. I liked listening to their popular songs, but my friends that were into them would play their albums for me, and there were a lot of cuts on Pearl Jam albums that I just didn't really enjoy. Alice in Chains suffers from like it's just a personal fucking thing. I don't like Lane Staley's voice. I don't like that kind of like. I don't like his upper register nasaliness. It's just whatever. I can't handle it. It's a personal thing. I recognize a lot of people like Alice in Chains, and I can recognize the influence they had on the music of the time, but like, just not for me. Soundgarden was pretty awesome. Yeah, Guns N' Roses, I gotta, dude, see, Napalm's on fucking point with that one too. Because I'm not saying I hate Guns N' Roses, but it wears on me. I'm just like, alright. I want to change this. Grunts and poses. I mean, those are some great fucking songs. The hooks are fucking amazing. But I just can't hang with the fucking vocal. Yeah, see, for whatever reason, Kurt Cobain's voice does not do that to me. It's got a different quality to it. Doesn't fucking wig me out at all. In fact, I really like Cobain's vocals, so I don't know. There's just there's some kind of nasally quality to those two singers. Tupac Shakur. Oh yeah, him. Axl Rose is a fucking. I didn't say he was a bad singer. The vocal quality, there's something about it that I don't like listening to. That's it. That's it. Trying to substitute weed with alcohol is truly the lowest common denominator. You're override the manual insated individual? Huh? Huh? I'm not even gonna ban you. Yeah, I listen to Uncle Tupelo. I like that alt country subgenre. I don't talk about it a lot because most people hate it. Because they're just like, country? Dog shit. But that kind of like Wilco, Ryan Adams, Uncle Tupelo, fucking... There's some other dudes that I listen to. Son Volt. Do you think I should commit suicide? No. You probably shouldn't. Ever heard of Ghoul Town? No. My favorite Wilco song? Ugh. That's a hard one, dude. So many of those songs, like, are really personally meaningful to me because just like the time in my life that I was listening to them was just insanely crazy. So I associate them all with really personal things. It's hard to sort that out into a favorite. I love Jesus, etc. I love Hell is Chrome. Fuck. I don't know. It's just hard to fucking choose. I'm sorry. I've never really in my life sorted things into like favorites. It was the thing that I was into, you know, and there are bright spots amongst that, but narrowing things down to your favorite this and your favorite that, I feel like a lot of people walk around with that list in their pocket these days, and I just don't have it. I never really sorted things. I never looked at this and I was like, okay, this is my favorite. I've been forced to do some of it. You know, but it's hard sometimes categorizing things that quickly. Camera is a beautiful song. I just love the guitar solo and the fucking progression of Hell is Chrome. It's just, I love that song. I don't know. Anyway, nobody cares about Wilco except for 5 or 6 of you in here. In your opinion, what's the worst decade you've lived through for pop culture? I would say that, like, probably the early 2000s. There was a really, like, awkward transition that happened between the 90s and the new millennium. For me, like, the 2000 through 2010 has been the worst so far. But I only really have, I mean, I can't really judge as an adult the 80s. It might have been real cringy in the 80s, but I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 1980. I turned 10, you know, in 1990. So I'd say in the 90s, I maybe, you know, have a clear enough memory to accurately judge the 90s through a reasonable pair of adult eyes, but the 80s I can't be objective about. And the 80s, you know, you look at some shit from the 80s and imagine that walking around, you know, pretty fucking bad. Pretty fucking bad. But the music was great, yeah, for sure. I don't know if it had the best music, but it's your least favorite Ween album if you had to pick one? Probably La Cucaracha. I think it was the last one that they made together as a duo before folding it up. I just didn't like pretty much any song on the album. It didn't really feel like they were into it anymore. So review Green Inferno with TJ. Yeah, dude, the 90s was totally fucking extreme, man. TJ's streaming too, huh? Oh boy. Mutilated lips. I was 14 when you were born. Yeah, I'm a pretty old fuck, man.
I was 13.
Uh,
I think I was 13. Yeah.
Steve Shives is gaining subs at a time when everybody else is losing them. I mean, because he's making the kind of content that YouTube wants. Like, the writing has got to be on the wall at some point. Hold on. Pause that conversation and we'll come back to it. American Ashamed is my favorite YouTube video of all time. What's yours? Thank you for the $5. Trying to think. Like, what YouTube video did I just go back and watch a million times? I'll get back to you on that. Let's unpause this other conversation. It's starting to become clear that YouTube wants a certain type of content on their site. Whoa. He's like, no, I don't want to go over there.
No.
Come to me.
And we interrupt this conversation for dog.
Oh. Come to me. Whoa. Where are you going?
Oh. Calm down.
Hold your horses. What a mongoose.
Mongoose. He's a mongoose.
The vicious rabid weasel that we have. Like, yeah, some fucking rabid-ass weasel laid its fucking baby in the same nest that those puppies were in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we fucking thought he was a dog because he was fluffy and he was laying in there.
Did you see that Chelsea dyed Salvador's tail tip blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cute.
Yeah, he doesn't... I guess he has a tail tip, doesn't
He does.
Yeah,
I could dye his.
Yeah, you can make it pink.
Yeah, it's just... It's not
Pink
a
'cause he's a
toxic
faggot,
dye.
dude.
Yeah. I do have blue, actually. I do have blue.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I could dye his eyebrows blue.
Oh, God.
No, I shouldn't get it his eyes. It'd be cool if I could do like this right here, just around his neck.
His neck.
Yeah.
Be hard to lose track of him. Yeah, he's basically Gurgi. I mean, he's basically that. You just don't want to. You just don't want to sit.
Yeah. The way that he sits is like he puts all his weight on his paws. So
Yeah.
It hurts.
And he wants to sit on your lap with all that shit bearing down on you. You're not a lap dog at all. He just isn't.
Is TJ streaming on Highdeology too? You can't do two at once.
Oh yes, you can. We have the
can?
technology.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It happens all the time.
Huh, that's funny. I didn't know.
You know what, dude? It's been a long time since we've raided TJ. Do you guys want to go raid TJ? What should we tell TJ? What should we tell him?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was poop balls.
Nah, that one's old.
That one's old.
We should raid TJ.
I'm matted right here, baby boy.
Where's Matted? He's got a mat on his ear.
Yeah, giant one. His fucking ears always get matted. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Oh.
He ain't
He
streaming.
ain't streaming? Oh, okay.
Somebody lied.
Yeah, somebody lied.
Send dicks to TJ. He'd like that though. That's you can't like send TJ any porn that he doesn't like.
Dude, he's vicious. Look at him. Gurjay. See, why could you just lay like that?
Just pry your mouth open.
Don't pry his mouth open.
I'm not actually going to.
Stinky. I was trying to grab his tongue. I got it once.
I've got it before. He's gotten a little smart to it, though, I think.
I'm so stoned, I'm just going to sit here in front of people and play with my dog.
Oh, big boy. Big boy.
It's a big floppy mess. Oh, Dinor. Gurjay. Oh, you sweet boy. You want to get down? Go ahead. Go ahead, boy. Go on about your business now. Really like the new show? Cool. I'm glad. You know, I look back at those after editing them and I go, man, there's like a million things I could have done better. But, you know, the honest truth is that, like, as time goes on, I'm just going to get better at it. I'm going to get more comfortable with the format. And I really like doing it. So I'm committed to keeping on, you know. Got a lot of fun ideas for the channel. Plus, it allows me to blend something that I really enjoy doing with something else that I really enjoy doing. You know, I like producing content and I like watching movies, so why not have your mashed potatoes and the gravy? Do I like Queen? If so, what's your favorite song? Yours is The Show Must Go On. That's a great song. Mine is Somebody to Love. That's an easy one for me to answer because, you know, Queen is one of those bands. They've got a lot of great songs, but that one for me just immediately rises to the top. I'm like, okay, well, that song is just great from start to finish. I love it. The fucking performance. I mean, every Queen song, the performance is on point. What, Gurjay? You chirping at me for, man? Ashley,
What?
can you come entertain the mongrels while I go take Diner out to poop? Diner.
Okay, I'll entertain the vocals.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Diner out to poop.
Hello, mongrels.
The mongrels, dude.
Where's the Mac at? There's not any Mac right now, unfortunately. Hi!
Dino.
Ashley has nice hair. Thank you. I just did it today. Redid it. I don't know. Paul seems to be ready for the 24-hour show. So, let's hope. Aw. As long as I'm not, like, working or sleeping, I'll probably be who he's gonna call for things like food. How old is Dinor? He is like... He's over a year. He's about a year and a half now, actually. Like, shortly after Paul and I got together, like 2 months after we got together is when I got him. And he was about 6 weeks old when we got him. I look like the member of your school's weeaboo club. That's funny because my sophomore year of high school, I was the president of the weeaboo club. So, there you go. I look like I've lost weight. I've only lost like 10 pounds or so. But I guess I have. Yes. Hi. Hi, Typical. My favorite anime. I answer this question all the time. Just go look at my Twitter. My Twitter has like, there's a Twitter bio, and the bio has links. And there's a link to my anime list, and that shows it. Yeah, the chat sped up for a moment when I got in here. Everybody loves to ask me questions, especially about Paul's penis, which is painfully average. Would I dye my hair another color? Maybe. I don't know. I like pink. This is actually a lot more purple than I expected it to be. Yeah, I'm definitely 13. I just said where to find my favorite anime. Okay, Ghost in the Shell. Actually, I watched the new live action movie of Ghost in the Shell before I watched anything else. And then I found the, like, I think the one that's from like the 80s or the 90s Ghost in the Shell movie, and I liked it. But you could tell it was very old. It didn't When it comes to like the animation, the voice acting, it did not age very well at all. ScarJo, oh my god, though, in that live action movie, she nailed that role. Paul hasn't seen it yet, so like, holy shit, she did so good. She did so good. Like, I would recommend it to anybody, even if you don't watch anime. Like, Skeptic and Shu did a review on that movie, actually, and they loved it. So, and Shu hates anime. So, it sucked. I think I loved it. I absolutely loved. I loved the live action. I loved. I think that ScarJo just she nailed the role, and I loved the story for that one. And I love the visuals. It looked really awesome. I have not seen My Hero Academia. God, I didn't want to turn this into an anime chat because half of you are going to leave. Yeah, Shu is great. I like Shu. I don't even know if she knows that I exist, but I follow her and I like her. Dude, Thursday Lane, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Do a lesbian with Shu. I don't know if she would let me. Sorry. I don't think I've ever played CSGO. Yes, our couch is from IKEA, unfortunately.
Tell them that couch from IKEA.
It's right. It's back there.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, that's where it went.
Went back there.
Alright.
Thank you for entertaining the mongrels.
Every time I come on there, they always ask me about Anthony.
Really?
Every time. Yeah.
I have a lot of weebs in my audience, I think.
Me too.
A lot of weeb crossover with the show, too.
I was telling him we haven't seen the live action Ghost in the Shell yet.
I have not.
And you need to.
I have not. Weebs. Weebs. How bent is my back? My back's crooked like a question mark. But Mama said that these shoes are gonna make my back as straight as an arrow. These my magic shoes. Hey Paul, I like smelly, loose, hairy cunts. Is there something wrong with me? No, man. I mean, look, let's be frank. There are some smelly, loose, hairy cunts out there, and somebody's gotta fuck them. So, I mean, I'm not personally into any of those things about a cunt, but the fact that there are dudes out there that like those attributes just goes to show you.
If there's any girl for any dude.
Yep.
Even if you have a loose, smelly, hairy cunt, somebody out there will love you.
Loose, smelly, dude. I mean, loose and smelly. Man. Like everything a pussy shouldn't be. Can Ashley dance? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. She does,
Everybody can dance. I can't dance well.
she does this cute little, like, thing where she shakes her booty one way and two hands the other way. I've seen her do that dance.
This?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. She dances about as well as I do, which is not at all.
you're so shit at it. I'll grind on you at the club, though.
You can find me in the club. So, Paul, what should I do if my mom hates me, a dude, for liking fat guys with beards?
Disown your mom.
Yeah, your mom sucks. Tell your mom to go fuck herself. Hi, Paul. Last DP private show says unable to play, at least on mobile. Okay. I will, here. Well, I can't do it now because I'm using my phone. But let me just try and get a hold of Ben. because I don't have any clue how to fix that. I haven't heard other people having problems, so I mean, let's see. Well, I'll have Ben look into it. Let's send him a PM. A PM. There we go. We good.
What? You're not getting any of this, bro?
Buy me overalls and a plaid shirt so I can be a sexy lumberjack for Ashley. I don't know if she's into lumberjacks. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, maybe...
Like big, hot, muscly, bearded
maybe
lumberjacks.
If they smell like your beard. Like the woods.
Yeah. Well, I just rubbed that beard oil stuff all over my body then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I gotta do.
Yeah, because this stuff is... Dude, I really do love the way this stuff smells.
It smells really good. Because, like, the smell of it reminds me of, like, when we first met. Because you wore that all the time.
I sure did. Well, I have for a long time. This stuff is...
So it's like, oh, it's like the first day we just met.
Oh.
It's just like it.
It's like before I learned what a real fucking retard Paul was.
I know, I already knew.
That's true. You'd been exposed.
I've been exposed enough to know.
Get Brett on the 24-hour show, Paul, please.
This is how I like milkshakes the most. Hand chopped.
Hand-chopped milk... Dude, you should open up a fucking place. Ashley's hand-chopped milkshakes. Just hire a bunch of teenagers to stand around with spoons all day, just mashing up ice cream until it's soft.
Isn't that like Grandma used to make it for me all the time?
Yeah, dude. Well,
Like,
it is the best way.
Like, we didn't have like a milkshake maker spinner thing.
I
or
didn't
anything.
even know such a thing existed, dude.
I didn't know either until like I got one year for Christmas. But then I didn't like the consistency of the spinner, so it was kept...
Dude, my mom's gonna make homemade ice cream for 4th of July.
She had to churn around butter too.
I don't know about that. Like, what do you think my mom, like, lives on a big old farm where she's, like...
That's how I picture her. I picture her
No,
like
dude, she's got one of those big-ass, like,
makes
in
everything, like, from scratch.
tumbler things that you put dry ice in, and, like, or not dry ice, but just, like, rock salt in, and then it, like, tumbles and tumbles and tumbles and makes the fucking ice cream. It's gonna be retarded, dude.
Man, I miss Bluebell ice cream so much.
Bluebell, yeah. Bluebell's pretty good.
This shit just don't compare.
What do you do when your eyes tear up, dude? My eyes just get watery at odd intervals, so I just gotta deal with it. Just part of my eyeballs now. Nice try. Nice lethal dry ice cream. Yeah, I know, right? Throw dry ice in the tumbler. Hey everybody, have some carbon monoxide ice cream. Or whatever the fuck it is that fucking dry ice vents. I think it's carbon dioxide, isn't it? Whatever. What do you think of Trump raping Medicare after he said he wouldn't touch it? Is anybody shocked? Who's shocked? All I want to know is how is the Donald spinning it? They're probably not even talking about it. Let's see. Oh, the Donald. The Donald. Oh my god. Yeah, they're not even talking about it. They don't care. Fuck Reddit, yeah, but the Donald, dude. That's how you know how Donald Trump supporters think. It's that 88D chess, man. He's playing it. What are you planning for the 24-hour show? Strippers, midgets,
What?
fire eaters, belly dancers, weirdos, freaks. I don't know. Guests, videos, like longer form videos, special editions of certain, you know, parts of the show, like segments on the show, but, you know, special editions that go on longer. You can watch longer videos, you know, in 24 hours. So, yeah, we'll see. Some video games. I'm going to set up the ability to play, like, Heroes of the Storm and trying to think of the other games that I'm going to be able to have access to over there. I mean, I'm bringing my PS4 over there. We've got the Nintendo Switch and shit to play with that. Yeah, we're just gonna, you know, fucking hang out and have a long ass stream. Any debates? I don't know. We'll see, dude. Maybe I'll pick some fights with some of our guests. Is there a format for it that will be able to be seen beforehand? More than likely not. More than likely not. If there is a schedule of like when we can expect to have certain guests on, then, you know, we might release that in some form to you guys. But for the most part, it's gonna just kind of, it's going to be a variety thing, you know. Whenever you tune in, something different will probably be going on. Start time, the stroke of midnight on Thursday.
Tuesday. No.
Wednesday.
Wednesday midnight, meaning Tuesday night.
Right, so Tuesday night, midnight, so the dawn of Wednesday, all the way through midnight on Thursday.
What you want, boy?
What you want, boy? What you want? Who do you think will drop out first? I don't even know that everybody's going to be there at the start. The only one that's committed to absolutely trying to stay for the whole fucking thing is me. And if I'm not able to do that, Ben's going to be the dude that I'm going to have to fall back on. TJ and Scotty, I don't know when they're going to be there. We're going to figure that out tomorrow. They'll probably come and go maybe a couple of times over the course of the 24 hours. So, Star Trek Online is the only game you guys stream anymore on Rage Feed. Diversify the games you play. We haven't even done a Rage Feed stream in a long time, but yeah, you know, I'd like to play some other games. The problem with games right now for me, honestly, is I don't have time. I mean, I could be playing video games right now, I guess, and streaming them on Rage Feed, but, you know, I like to do this to chill out, too. I like to take care of this, you know, streaming obligation every once in a while as well. But, like, when it comes to actually sitting down and doing a, you know, a couple, 2-3 hour stream of video games and shit, this last couple of weeks, there just hasn't been time for me to do that. I've had other shit going on. So, a dude stayed up playing Dota for 50 hours. That's pretty fucking crazy, dude.
You can die doing that.
Yeah, that I remember reading about some South Korean dude that died in like one of those
There's, like,
PC
some people, like, in
bongs or whatever.
Thailand or something that have died.
Buddy, what?
They go to like internet
Go,
cafes.
just go on about your business. Go, shoot.
They'll go like internet cafes and then like go and take a nap and just like die there
Yeah,
at the internet cafe.
yeah. I don't know how people play that much Dota in a row. I played Dota for a long time, and I used to play a lot, but like I could never play. I couldn't even play like probably 8 straight hours of Dota. I can't even imagine 50 fucking hours of Dota. He probably died just from stress, just from anger at all the Peruvians he was playing with. I love MOBAs, dude, but I can only take them in 2, 3, 4 game bursts. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get in and get out, man. Because it wears on you after a while. The Russian didn't die, but he did pass out. I mean, yeah, it's pretty. You shouldn't be like 24 hours. You're not gonna die staying up 24 hours, but like those multi-day fucking like, can I fucking push my body to the limit? Nah, no thanks. Just got done watching your newest reviews. I'm loving the new channel. Keep up the great work. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I'm trying to improve as I go, and you know, I'm committed to this. So I hope to keep putting out shit that people are enjoying and keep getting better at it. So thank you for that, though. I appreciate the feedback. It's nice to hear some nice things once in a while. Did you watch the Sargon interview on? No, I haven't seen the JRE Sargon interview yet. I did hear he was on there, but I have not had a chance to sit down and watch that. So. You ever experienced something unexplainable that creeped you out? I mean, yeah. There, you know, like, I remember, like, when I was a kid, my friends and I, like, all of us had really great imaginations, and so we used to have to kind of like make up these kind of scenarios to go out and fight against. You know, we'd dress up like Ghostbusters and go fight ghosts and shit. This is back in the day when you actually went outside and played and shit. And we would camp out a lot. And there would often be like a theme for the little campouts we would do. And like, I remember one of those campouts that we did, the theme was like vampires. Like we were weaving this tale with one another that like vampires were real, you know, and like they were out there in the night. We had to like, you know, back them off and blah blah blah. So we're out there. I don't know how old we were when this is going on, 7 or 8. And dude, I remember that night being spooky as fuck. Now, I don't know if my dad was out there messing with us. He probably was. But he, like, somebody poured, like, we had the tent lit up from the inside, right? And there was this mesh kind of screen. And I remember as a kid, like, red liquid dripping down through that screen into the tent. And we thought, man, it was blood, like a fucking vampire was hanging up there. And when we would go out, you know, it's weird what memory does. Because it's already so imperfect. And then it gets more imperfect as you get older. I haven't really even thought about this in I don't know how many fucking years.
I thought about that story you told me with the
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, I didn't want to tell that one again. This is just a weird one that I just have these little fragments of memory of. And who knows what's correct and what is just something that I built up in my mind to fill in a gap that's there, and what I held on to and what I didn't, all of that. I just remember being genuinely freaked out that night. So, vampires frag. Yeah, dude. Maybe I was bitten by a vamp that night. I think I missed a super chat or two. Let me check. Do you like the Eagles? P.S. I love the new channel. Blows most YouTube reviewers out of the water. Oh, that's cool, man. Thank you. I do like the Eagles. Yeah, man. A lot of people don't. Even the dude from The Big Lebowski doesn't like the Eagles, but I do like the Eagles. There's nothing wrong with easy listening, man. Already gone. Who's smoking weed now? Well, that'd be me. Whatever happened to Mike the Pathological Liar? I bumped into him again at the funeral for our mutual friend Kevin. He killed himself. This was years and years ago, probably over a decade ago now. Wait, could it have been a decade ago? I'm trying to remember. Probably around 10 years ago. And I hadn't seen him since the whole whatnot went down, really. He and I hadn't been exposed to one another. Actually, that's not true. So I saw him at, I went out to this, like, night spot in Fresno where college kids and shit would go drink. And I was, in college at the time and there. And I remember seeing Mike there one time. He locked eyes with me and immediately did a 180 and walked away and avoided me for the rest of the night. And then at Kevin's funeral, I saw him there again, and I walked up to him and a group of our mutual friends. A lot of them I hadn't seen in a long time because we all kind of went our separate ways after high school. And Mike looked at me and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And I was like, "I'm here to support Kevin's mom and to say goodbye to Kevin, I guess. What are you doing here?" Like, I don't know. He was real mad about me being there. He walked inside and avoided me for the whole service. So I don't know. I guess he was just angry that, I guess Kevin had continued being friends with him after the whole pathological lying thing. And he was probably already also salty about the fact that I had dated for a long time a mutual friend of ours and then broken up with her. So I don't know if he was just mad. But she was there too, and she was fine. She came over and talked with me for a while and everything was fine. So the chick that I broke up with was capable of being cordial with me, but he wasn't. So whatever. That works for me, I guess. As far as like what happened to him, what he does, I have no fucking clue. Is Ashley watching hentai over yonder? Probably.
No, I'm drawing.
Oh, she's drawing.
Not hentai.
She's drawing hentai, is what she said.
No.
Hyenta. Drawing tentacle porn.
You bitch. Bitch.
Testicle porn. Testicle porn. Oh. Every chat is like this. I don't know. Is it? Are all chats this sporadically unreadable? How old is she? She just turned 13. Right?
Yes.
She's ashamed of that.
Yes, I'm ashamed.
Because you over there banging a fucking 12-year-old situation. I'm Chris Hansen. Why don't you have a seat right there? Would you like a cookie? I always like how he would come in with some witty quip. Like, you know, the person pretending to be like a little boy or a little girl would be like, "Hey, my shit's in the laundry. Why don't you have a seat?" And then the guy'd be like, "All right, I brought that licorice that you asked me to bring." And then Chris Hansen would be like, "Red vines or Twizzlers?" You know what I mean? He always had that, like, injection point. Like, he knew what the dude was gonna say. He was so good at that shit, man. I always had to wonder what was going through the. I mean, I know what was going through the heads of those dudes, but like, how do you get to the point where, like, especially like in a world where you know that fucking To Catch a Predator exists?
Maybe they don't though.
Like, but here's the thing.
Know about it.
What?
I didn't know about it until like that one night when you were watching it.
Oh, To Catch a Predator?
Yeah, I had no idea what it was.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was big at the time. I don't know, dude. Like, at the time that To Catch a Predator came out, you were probably pretty young, but these dudes doing this weren't. You had to be aware at some point that it's just a fucking trap. You thought that show was staged? It wasn't, dude. I don't know if it was legal either, but it wasn't staged. But, like, at some point, don't you just, like, doesn't your, like, too good to be true alarm go off? You're like some old fucking disgusting, gross dude. And some, like, 13-year-old girl's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm really hot. I want you to teach me how to fuck." It's like, on what planet do you live on where you think that, like, 13-year-old girls are like, "Yeah, let me hook up with this fucking garbage truck operator guy. It's fucking 52.
Some girls are into that.
13-year-olds?
Who knows, dude?
I don't know, man.
I wanted to get fucked when I was 13.
Well, yeah, me too, but not by some old disgusting bitch from, like, under a bridge somewhere. Like, I wanted a hot chick to fuck me. None of these dudes are good-looking dudes.
They probably just wanted a penis and didn't care. I mean, if these girls are real, but...
Yeah. I don't know. Doug Stanhope used to bait pedophiles. I think I remember reading about that. Like, he put out you were saying he put out a book, right? Yeah, some of the conversations in a book, yeah. Doug Stanhope. I bet he was... Dude, I would love to... He should get back into that. You should start doing that as part of, like, his podcast. You know, the Friday Beta Pedophile edition. Where he has, like, a pedophile show up at his studio and then sits down and interviews him. You should listen to this album called Satitration by Brockhampton. Okay. How much is that Bubblicious grape vape juice? I don't know. Sargon on Joe was garbage. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I will reserve judgment. Paul, would you ever attempt to argue your intellect is unmatched? You're one of those, dude? Wait a minute. Or would you not go so far as to say your ego is somewhat in check? I don't even understand the structure of that sentence, my friend. So I'm too dumb to read that sentence. Either that or you're too dumb to write it. Paul, would you ever attempt to argue your intellect is unmatched? No. I don't think very much of my intellect at all. I'm not an incredibly smart person. I'm probably got about average intelligence. Or would you not go so far as to say... Is it a troll, dude? Silver and gold. Silver and gold. I don't know. I may have been trolled. I'm not going to bother banning him because I can't tell if he was a troll or just a dude that asked a poorly worded question. So... 12 int, 16 whiz. Yeah, there you go. I don't think I'm all that far above average, my friend. Hairy Paul versus Hairless Paul. Who would win? You mean like Coolsville Paul versus Stoner Paul versus White Guilt Paul in a battle to the death? I don't know. I don't know which one of those iterations of me was more violent. Probably whichever one of those dudes was most violent. I mean, I guess White Guilt Paul probably had the most ass-puckering rage. So he might have just been able to channel that and destroy the other Pauls. I don't think that's out of the question. Yeah, dude, I'm not watching One Guy, One Jar ever again, man. Coolsville Paul was cool. I feel like I'm more open on the show now. As time goes on, I guess that's naturally going to happen. The Milo episode of DP, when you said he was trying to prevent you from saying anecdotal, you called it language policing. Do you still think that? I think that he was trying to control the language that I was using. I don't think it was a terrible fucking description if you break it down to what it was. Especially considering that he himself was engaging in anecdotal, speech the entire night. But when I brought it up, he wanted me to stop talking about the things that I was talking about because they were anecdotal. And I didn't see any reason to do that, so I guess I don't see a problem with my characterization of it, especially in that context, as language policing. I mean, maybe it's not language policing as it's understood generally, but conceptually I think it fits. What do you think about women registering for the draft? In Israel, women have compulsory service just like men. Well, if you're going to have it, everybody should have it. I mean, that's just fucking equality, right? We all gotta pitch in, no? We all gotta do our part. The creator of the Walking Dead was on as a lead writer for Transformers 5 but left because, whatever. I don't know that there was any saving that script. It was I don't know, dude. It was just horrible. I don't even want to think about Transformers anymore, please. Let me take a break. Milo Yiannopoulos is a member of the Homo Jew Alliance. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Excuse me. Worst twist ending of all time. But who was phone, dude? No, I don't know. What is the worst, like... Dun 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 dun! Like, where everybody knew it was coming. Most of twists are bad because they're forgettable. So... whatever. What? No. The show is going to start at midnight Pacific time. Yes, midnight PST. The Happenings twist was pretty bad. To be honest with you, the fucking twist in Signs was pretty bad. But yeah, The Happening was just an unwatchably bad movie with a bad twist and a bad everything. A good movie twist has to make sense the second time watching it when you're looking for all the signs. I mean, I don't know about that. Not everybody's a repeat movie viewer, okay? Here's an example of a twist that doesn't really hold up to scrutiny. And like, for example, like the Usual Suspects twist. To me, on a second viewing of the movie and on repeated viewings of the movie, there's just absolutely no way that every flatfoot in this movie is too stupid to nail Verbal Kent. There's no way that nobody makes the connection until he's just conveniently getting in his fucking car. It's just too perfect. It works the first time, though. It works the first time because you're like, no fucking way, man, whoa. It's a great twist. It's not telegraphed in the film, but it certainly doesn't fit the film once you know it's coming. Then you start to see the conceit of the twist. I didn't get it the first time. It's one of those movies that nailed me. Yeah, I mean, that's a dumbass twist. You're right, the Donnie Darko twist. It's like, it's time travel, man. You went back in time before... I don't even know, dude. I wouldn't even be able to try and fucking explain the twist in Donnie Darko to you and get it all out coherently. It's just unnecessary. I liked some of Donnie Darko, but the end was a goddamn... yeah, it was a mess. I have played Marvel vs. Capcom, yeah. It's been a long time. I haven't played the new one, but I like the franchise. I guess the new one's not even out yet. Unless I'm mistaken. I mean, yeah, Donnie Darko is one of those edgy movies, but it's... I don't know. I like it for what it is, but the ending is just total dog shit. And it keeps me from wanting to watch the film, because I know it's all leading to something that just pisses me off because of its retarded, convoluted nature. The Mist twist? Yeah, dude, that Mist twist, though. Bada bing. What a fucked up way to end a movie, too, man. I love that movie for that. That's so brave, like, to not scratch people's happy ending itch in a movie. You know, and not give them the, like, to throw something that emotional at the end of a film and then just go, and scene. What a weird way to leave your audience, you know? I love that shit, man. I really do. I wish that more movie makers were ballsy enough to pull shit like that and deny people's expectations and endings, because most endings fucking suck. I'm sure that'll be the topic of a general discussion video that I do on Cinema for Cynics, and I'll just give examples about how most endings just absolutely fucking blow. And it's something I just accept about movies. Even good movies fall prey to just having shitty ham-fisted endings. I oftentimes find myself going, and the movie should end right here. Boom, cut the movie there. But nope, it vamps on for another 5 minutes going, and then this happened, and then blah, 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 and here's the sunset, and wheelie wee. It's too much. Like, people are always, I feel like people are always having trouble getting out of a film. And it's just like, you just gotta put a period on it, man. You weren't tentative about getting into the movie, especially if you were a good film. You can't be tentative about getting out. You're not gonna give every fucking person's ass that's in the fucking seat exactly what they want. So don't try and give anybody. Just defy the expectation. End it when it's done. Yeah, Lord of the Rings was another example. I mean, like, look, there's a lot that happens after the big action in Lord of the Rings. And to ignore it, I'm sure, felt really disingenuous on the part of Peter Jackson, who, at least with Lord of the Rings, seemed to have some kind of a fucking... He felt some kind of a duty to try and stick to that original text. And just cutting out Bilbo leaving and all of the resolution probably felt bad. But it had to be, you know what I mean? Like, it could have been done better. It was too much. It was too much. And yeah, it did have pacing issues because of its faithfulness. I mean, I'm such a nerd for Lord of the Rings that I overlook those utterly. Like, I really genuinely have... I love those movies, so it's just hard for me to even find a coherent criticism outside of the fucking, like, the ending. The ending vamps on for way too long. There's a way that it could have been compressed. I don't think that you really lose much of the spirit of the books by trimming a whole lot of that ending and just smoothing it out a little bit. You got to give some deference. You got to give some resolution. You got to show some, maybe just cut directly to Bilbo getting on the boat or something, man. Just that waking up scene and the slow-mo and the shit. It's just like, oh man, no. Oh no, man. Lord, I really love the first three movies, like I said, outside of the ham-fisted endings and the ham-fisted ending and some of the stuff. I mean, look, I could probably... I'd go back and watch the Lord of the Rings movies. I could probably find gripes about them. But overall, I thought they did a really good job of being representative of the books. I love the fucking books. So, overall, just great movies. Perfectly cast. Almost perfectly cast. I mean, there's probably some people that could have been better. I'm not sure Viggo Mortensen was the only dude that could pull off Strider, but... whatever. Well, hello, Mr. Sparks a lot. I sparks a lot too, my friend. Welcome to this insane, rambling bunch of nonsense. Did you ever listen to any post-Dio Black Sabbath? Not really. I wish I could give you more for that $5, but not really. Drunken Peasants, the movie. What would that be? I do enjoy very bad films. Yes, I do. On some level, there's some fucking masochistic part of me that likes sitting down and watching movies because I like imagining the process. I like deconstructing them. I like trying to think of ways that they could be saved if they're salvageable at all. It's a good, it's just something I've always done. I used to pick apart movies with my friends when I was just a kid. We used to watch, our parents would have these selections of movies on VHS, and I'd get a bundle of tapes from my Aunt Barbara, and we'd just watch these movies and make fun of them. Like, I remember ripping on Terminator and Terminator 2, which are considered to be like classic movies, but as a kid, I was able to see the absurdity in them. And my friend John and I ended up making like some stupid little Terminator home movie. I wish, dude, I gotta try and get a hold. I gotta try and get a hold of some of the people from my childhood and see if they've got some of these old home movies, because that shit would be gold. I made some stupid ass like home movies when I was a kid because I had a friend that had his parents had a VHS camcorder, which was an expensive piece of kit back in the 80s and early 90s, but whatever. His dad got one and we used it. We made some stupid ass movies. I missed a super chat. Let me check it. Popular movie you dislike and vice versa. So like an unpopular movie that I like and a popular movie that I dislike. Captain America Civil War. That was a popular movie. By and large, people that liked the Avengers movies seemed to enjoy it. I didn't hear people saying it was the best of the best, but generally positive about it. Very popular flick. I hated it. I hated almost every frame of that movie. I felt like it was a complete and utter inversion of the franchise. It took all of these characters that we had all these expectations from and just turned them all on their fucking heads for no reason. It just wasn't believable. Civil War was just weak. An unpopular movie that I really like. I always like trying to get people to watch it. So Unfriended. There you go. A lot of people rip on that movie, dude. That movie is pretty universally panned, but I'm telling you, I like it. I like it a lot. That's another one. Yeah, that's another one I could do a review of, man. I could do a full deconstruction of that one. Unfriended, man. I'm dead serious. I enjoy that fucking movie, dude. It was totally different than any movie I'd ever seen. I'd never seen a movie from the perspective of Unfriended. Unfriended is a movie that takes place in iOS. Think about that for a second. The movie takes place in iOS. The entire fucking movie, except for the very end, which sucks, takes place... Yeah. Yeah, dude. Or not, well, whatever, OS X. Whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck the Macintosh operating system is called now. It was OS 10 when I worked with it, and 9. Now it's like, who the fuck cares? Yeah, the whole movie was like screen capped laptop footage, basically. That's pretty good. And they pull it, whatever. There's some goofy moments in the movie, but I applauded that movie just for defying my expectations and like having the entire film take place in that. It was tense. There were some really tense moments in that movie. And if you allow yourself to willingly suspend disbelief, I think it's a pretty fun idea, if nothing else. Civil War sucked, dude. Come on. Come on, Hateful Nate. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I saw the first VHS. Thoughts on Natural Born Killers? I don't know. It's one of those 90s staple movies for me. I like it. I find it to be pretty entertaining. It's over the top for a reason. I mean, that's kind of the point of Natural Born Killers is the oversaturation of violence and overstimulation of modern life. I mean, that's basically what that movie is. Haven't seen John Wick 2 yet, no. Unfriended is garbage. Well, you're not alone in that sentiment. I just happen to be one of the lone people that was like, you know what, dude, good on them for doing a fucking horror movie from a perspective that I never thought I would see and that I certainly had never seen before. Cool. Points for you. Could you get TJ to take the ring to Mordor? Would I have to be his Sam? I think it would break down when we get to the point where it's like, you know what, Mr. TJ? If you can't walk no more, then I'll just carry you. I think that's where it would end, because I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to do it, dude. I don't think I would get too far. Or vice versa, you know what I mean? Vice versa, dude. Vice versa, vice versa, vice versa. I love that term. Have you seen Brazil? No, I have not. Vice versa. Yeah. I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. I guess I would have just taken the ring at that point. I'd have been like, oh, I can't carry you, but I can carry it for you. Give me the ring. I'll go throw it in the lava. Sam was too loyal, though, dude. Sam would have never left his Frodo, dude. I think that Sam and Frodo, I think that Sam loved Frodo, dude, a little bit outside of friendship and a little bit outside of family. I think there was a romance there. I think so. I'm pretty sure that Sam was a gay guy. I know Sam got a wife because that's what, you know. Look, you got to remember, this book was not written at a time where the main characters could fuck each other up the ass and it would be like, you know, not even a blip on the radar. You know, of course Sam had to go get a wife. He had to go get his beard after, you know, showing us throughout the course of these 3 giant classic novels how much he loves this man. Then he hooks up with some chick we know nothing about. Of course he does. Of course. How typical. Did Frodo feel the same way? I don't think he did. I think that Frodo knew that Sam loved him, though. And I think that, you know, maybe Frodo reciprocated that love, but I don't think that Frodo wanted it from Sam. I just think that he knew that Sam loved him in that way. You know what I mean? I think that's why Frodo tries to leave Sam. Because, you know, if you really examine that decision, he's going off on his own because he doesn't want to put his friends in danger anymore. But he chooses to even leave Sam, who is just his most loyal and faithful friend. And I think that the reason that he did that was he did not want Sam to go through seeing him die, because he knew, you know, that Sam wouldn't be able to handle it, and that Sam would put himself in incredible, unbelievable danger, even beyond what you would expect from a friend. Do I ship it? I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see what the problem is. I'd be fine if like somebody found a vault of old Tolkien writings with an alternate ending where Sam and Frodo fucking live together and grow old together and, you know, live happily ever after. I think it would I don't think it would subtract from the film or the books. That's deep, bro. Thanks, man. Yeah, dude. He knew that Sam was fucking love drunk and that he would do anything. He didn't want Sam to die, you know, unnecessarily for something that was his. But, you know, he couldn't have done it without Sam. If Sam hadn't have gone, dude, the power of love, man. The power of love. Nah, TJ is one of the trolls that turns to stone in The Hobbit. I like those trolls, man. I listened to the new Vince Staples album. I've listened to a few cuts off of it. I like what I've heard so far. Alright, thank you guys for chilling with me. I'll catch you next time.